Hi Libra, how's it going? I hope you're doing great today. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm going to do a general reading for you for the month of August. It's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. I've already cleared the energy of the cards. I've already done a reading all about you. If you want to have a little look at that. This is going to be for the month of August, okay? So, Spirit, what animal message do you have for Libra today, please? Your animal spirit card is the frog. I'll leave that right there. I'm going to pull all the energy, all the cards, then we'll go through them individually. I just want to, again, remind you, Libra, that these messages are all from Spirit, okay? They're not from me unless I pick something up from my own intuition, then I'll let you know it's coming from me. So don't shoot the messenger, okay? I'm just channeling the messages. Spirit, can I please have a 10-card Celtic cross spread for Libra? Your first card represents your current situation, 3 of Cups reversed. What's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation or what you're celebrating. 6 of Swords reversed. Your foundation, the basis of your situation or foundation. The Moon reversed. When a card comes out reversed, it means you're getting extra protection from Spirit, okay? This card represents your past. The Magician reversed. Your immediate future, what's likely to happen very soon in your life. 7 of Wands. The outcome you desire most in your situation, the Chariot reversed. Your self-image card, how you see yourself, 4 of Wands reversed. Your environment or how others see you in your situation, 4 of Pentacles. Your hopes and fears, Queen of Swords. Your future, if all is to remain as is the Strength card reversed. And the overall energy of the reading is the 8 of Wands. Okay, wonderful. So I'll do the your animal spirit message a little bit later. Let's do the Celtic cross spread first, okay? So you got the 3 of Cups reversed. You have the Moon, the Magician, the Chariot, and the Strength card. So this is going to be a big reading for you. Major arcanas are big messages, okay? The other cards are more like day-to-day messages. The major arcanas, like these are minor arcana cards. They're more day-to-day messages. The major arcanas are bigger messages, okay? So the 3 of Cups is represented by Cancer in the zodiac. This card can represent overindulging, gossiping, isolation, alone time, loneliness, solitude. It could represent excess in physical enjoyment, achievement. It could represent an imbalanced social life, a lack of a social life, a lack of friends. It could be hardcore partying, canceled celebrations, broken engagements, canceled weddings. 3 of Cups reversed. This card represents your current situation. It still remains a positive influence, except that the gratification that you're getting may be more sensual than deeply emotional. You will still enjoy success, but your achievements may be in small things, okay? This card could also indicate that support systems, friends or family, have let you down, or that a party or celebration will not go as planned. Okay? 3 is a crowd. It could represent dispersal. Dispersal, meaning splitting up or spreading. Unfortunately, it could represent cheating, termination, affairs, miscarriage. If that resonates, I'm sending you a huge hug right now. Okay. 3 of Cups reversed could represent a lost opportunity or pregnancy. Or it could represent an occasion that was celebrated too soon. And then your second card, what you hope for. Your second card represents what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation or what you're celebrating. This is Aquarius energy. This card could represent changing plans, abandoning plans, standing your ground, feeling overwhelmed. It could represent running away from problems, emotional baggage, unresolved issues, resisting transition, instability, stuck in the past, feeling trapped, resistance to change, disrupted travel or canceled travel. It's a card of slow healing, feeling stuck. Some of you, it could represent eloping. This card is telling you to look for ways to rebalance your life. This card talks about causing trouble, rocking the boat, standing your ground, stormy relationships, nowhere to run, slow healing, a proposal of love. Again, it's a positive card, even in the reversed position. This card could mean delays or that the harmony that you're experiencing is internal rather than being expressed externally. Maybe you've come to a new way of thinking about your life, or you may be affirming your old beliefs and attitudes and finding a path that's comfortable for you. This card could indicate letting someone else make your decisions or tell you what to do. It could also mean that you're moving in the wrong direction. It can be a card of instability, being overwhelmed, floods, accidents, and water. It could represent 6 of Swords reversed, resisting transition. It could represent disappointment, again, like a canceled journey. This, excuse me, this card is also telling you that tenacity and guts are required for you to resolve your situation. And then your third card is the Moon card. This is a major arcana. It came out reversed. This card is represented by Pisces, and this card is about fear, self-deception, confusion, inner confusion. It talks about repressed emotion, anxiety, truth, a blocked intuition. It's telling you to release any fears. It's a card of misinterpretation, deception, a misunderstanding, self-deception. This card warns of deceptions, dangerous emotional swings, and giving in to fears. So tread carefully. And Libra, I wanted to mention, I do, most days I pull a daily card, a daily oracle card for all of us. And the card that came out today was, what is your soul calling you to do? Spirit is saying you need to answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? That's similar to the moon card reversed. Your soul is calling for help, trying to get your attention. You may have been ignoring your lunar needs, self-nurturance, artistic expression, and receptivity. The demands of the day, the masculine side, are overwhelming you. Okay, that's the previous card, is about being overwhelmed. You need time out to reconnect with your feminine side, male or female. You've allowed the pressures of the outside world to throw you out of balance. You feel disconnected from your true self. It's time for you to rest and reflect, okay? Maybe some meditation, maybe a walk in nature. The Spirit is saying that you need to check in with yourself, your inner self. Okay, this is a card of self-deception and self-destruction from being misled by false intuition or illusion. This card represents fear of the unknown, hallucinations, not seeing problems in their true light. Some of you may have experienced deception from friends. This card represents negative illusions. It's saying practical considerations take precedence over your intuition or hunches at this time. Be practical with yourself. Be real with yourself, okay? Don't take any risks. Work with the reality and the facts until the turmoil is over. Don't be worried if you think someone is working behind your back, because their plans will be exposed soon. And again, this card is talking about a miscarriage or a false pregnancy. So again, I'm sending you a really big hug if that resonates. Okay. If you need me to do Reiki for you, I can help with that, with the healing. My email is in the About section if you want to reach out to me. I would love to do Reiki for you. Your past message is the Magician, another major arcana. This card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. So this card, Spirit is bringing up illusions again. Illusions, trickery, being out of touch, manipulation, poor planning, a lack of mental clarity. It's a card of disquiet, a feeling of worry or unease. It can be a card of greed, unused abilities, untapped talents. This is a card of deception again. Spirit is bringing up deception again. Untrustworthiness, untapped talents. Now is not the time for change. Maybe you're not ready internally or are not fully prepared in a practical or logistical way. You need to be patient. The situation will work out properly. Maybe you're experiencing self-doubt about a new venture, or maybe your energy levels are too low to accomplish your goals. There's no sense in rushing things prematurely. Spirit is saying just wait until the time is right. Wait for the right time. Okay, some kind of deception, either self-deception or you're experiencing it from someone else. Beware of someone promising more than they can deliver. The magician can also be a charlatan. Be careful too of tricking yourself. You may be convinced that your plan is good, but you might be missing a needed element, or your plan may have unanticipated consequences. Again, confusion, a loss of concentration, worry. This card could represent learning difficulties. Plans that were once good are now being abandoned. So manipulation, poor planning, abandoning plans again. Spirit is bringing this up. If this resonates, Spirit is saying revisit your goal and take steps to achieve it. For example, creating a strategy and a procedure, and then hone the abilities you'll need to make it a reality. To thine own self be true. And then you have for your immediate future is the Seven of Wands upright. This card represents what's likely to happen very soon in your life. This is Leo energy. So this card upright talks about protectiveness, defending yourself, protecting your territory. It's a card of challenge, discussion, responsibility, competition, defensiveness. It's a card of mount control, negotiations, maintaining control, mount defense, persevering, standing up for your beliefs, fighting your corner, being territorial, assertive, forceful, relentless. You're holding your own. You have a strong will. You have the upper hand. You're determined. You're at a position of advantage, Spirit is saying. This card is all about courage and determination. You're willing to fight for what you believe in, and you will stand your ground. Maybe in the past you fell into complacency, but now you're ready to face challenges. Profit and gain come only after you've firmly held off your competition or enemies. You may be outnumbered, but your determination will win the day. You're discovering inner resources you didn't even realize you had, and you're using them to overcome obstacles. You have the advantage and will eventually achieve success by sheer force of will and motivation. This card could indicate someone or something has put a block in your path, and before you can move forward and continue on your journey, you have to face a challenge. You need to be brave, strong, and confident. This is not a fight to ignore. There's too much at stake. You can't afford to give up. Spirit is saying you must defend yourself. Okay? Success will come. When success is followed by stiff competition, it is time to show perseverance and courage to overcome any opposition and difficulties. So basically, Spirit is saying success is assured if you persevere, though. Okay? Stamina, taking the high road. This is a card of resisting, being busy, blame, feeling under attack, harassment. And then the outcome that you desire most in your situation is the Chariot. It came out reversed. This card represents the outcome that you desire most in your situation. Okay. This card is represented by Cancer in astrology. Reversed, this card is about forcefulness, obstacles again, being blocked by obstacles. It's a card of aggression, a lack of control, a lack of direction. It's a card of opposition. It's a card of self-discipline, a lack of self-control, feeling powerless. The changes and transitions are happening internally at a rapid rate. Things are moving so fast, you may feel out of control and struggle to keep your head above water. It might feel like you're being pulled in two directions at once and are stressed out by the pressure. If this resonates, Spirit is saying choose a direction carefully and accept the process of inner transition as a positive one, but be clear about your direction in life. The more you can tune in to your own inner transition process, the more control over it you can exert. Okay, the Chariot can be a warning. It could be giving you a couple warnings. First, beware of others taking control of you. And second, it could mean that there's a danger of you running over everyone in your path in your haste to reach your goal. It might be wise to slow down and see what lies ahead before you go barreling down the road. Okay. Trust in divine timing. Spirit already mentioned that. This card talks about a lack of discipline, a situation out of control. It's a card of addiction, envy, someone who's afraid to use their abilities. It's a card of arrogance or a lack of self-confidence. It talks about someone burying their head in the sand. This card also warns against overwhelming ambition, burnout, or wasting resources. Okay, and then your self-image card, how you see yourself, is the Four of Wands reversed. Again, extra protection from Spirit. The Four of Wands is Aries energy. This card talks about delays again, conflicts with others again. It's a card of a lack of support, a lack of success, a lack of teamwork. It's a card of, it can be a card of personal celebrations, inner harmony, prosperity. Again, Spirit is bringing up transition. It's a card of self-doubt, unhappy families, postponed or canceled reunion, canceled celebrations, canceled parties, weddings. Four of Wands reversed. Insecurity is coming up again. Not fitting in. Lack of community spirit. A breakdown of communication. Some of you may be celebrating your good fortune in a quiet way. Maybe you're expanding your property holdings or creative output without fanfare. Financial gains may be more modest than if the card came out upright, but you're satisfied with your accomplishments and the sense of having done a job well. Your public image, your relationships, and your sense of self are favorable at this time. This card is warning you not to celebrate too soon. Things appear fine, but you need to wait a little bit longer to make sure, okay? And for some, it could indicate that you rethink your plans for the future. Instability, home conflicts, feeling unwelcome. This card could represent problems with a project or business. It could represent delayed success or unnecessary anxiety over business or work. If that resonates, Spirit is saying that a rest is needed. This card could indicate the end of a career or forced change. And then your environment, or how others see you in your situation, you have the Four of Pentacles. This card is represented by Capricorn. Again, they're bringing up isolation, they're bringing up guardedness, they're bringing up possessiveness, being overprotective, they're bringing up control. It's a card of stinginess, stability, a lack of openness, savings, saving for big purchases, saving for retirement. This card talks about holding on to people or possessions or issues. This card could represent deep-seated issues, past issues, possessiveness, materialism, being thrifty, having boundaries, a lack of generosity. It's a card of materialism. So the Four of Pentacles can be a card of greed, saving money, scarcity, penny pinching. You're hanging on to something, either your possessions or a situation, in a stubborn and inflexible manner. Fear of change may be involved, or maybe you just feel comfortable where you are, but your fixed attitude might be limiting you and blocking new opportunities for success and happiness. Okay, the Four of Pentacles indicates a security conscious person, someone who's holding tight to their money and material possessions. Maybe you fear that loss is in the offing and you're trying to prepare yourself by closely guarding what you have. Or maybe you're just being overly cautious and conservative in financial areas. This card could represent a miser, someone who has plenty but is afraid to use it, share it, or enjoy it. Something is threatening this person, whether it's your own fears or someone else trying to take what is yours. You may be so afraid of losing what you have that you're holding it too close. Your attitude towards your gifts, whether it's your money, belongings, time, or health, may have become twisted, controlling, and unhealthy. Take how it resonates and just ignore the rest, okay? Don't try to make it fit. This card could say that you're doing well financially. Financial matters are currently your top priority. You're well positioned to excel in that area. Remember to set aside some money for your savings, as well as some to reinvest in your business. And then your hopes and fears, what you hope for and fear the most in your situation, is the Queen of Swords, upright. So this Queen of Swords is either you, someone in your life, or a situation. She's represented by Libra in the zodiac. Male or female. The Queen of Swords is someone who's very fair, highly principled. She could represent a mother, someone who's self-reliant, open-minded, communicative, intelligent. She's a warrior. She's faithful. She has strong beliefs. Very perceptive, protective, clear-minded. She may represent a single or independent woman with authority and power. She is someone with impressive intellectual or communicative abilities. A writer, a professor, a lawyer, a minister, a businesswoman, or a scholar. The Queen of Swords is someone who has endured a painful loss, but she draws upon her willpower and experience to continue on her path. She could indicate that you're going through a difficult experience, but it will open new opportunities for positive growth for you. Okay? She knows a lot, this queen, from personal experience, from extensive reading, from observing life around her. If she wishes, she can chat with anyone about almost anything. She can fit comfortably in any situation. She can see the big picture surrounding a problem and can give a solution very easily. She loves to help and share what she knows. She enjoys intellectually stimulating pursuits. She makes a good and loyal and interesting friend, but she can appear to lack affection or emotional warmth. And some find her intimidating and unapproachable. Okay? She has repressed pain or repressed sadness. Very perceptive, complex. She has a solemn demeanor. Very determined. She's definitely suffered a loss. She may be alone. She could be a widow, divorced, or separated. She's someone who has loved and lost, but she knows the cycles of life, and for now she must wait, but she knows that she will discover love again. She's someone who faces her pain patiently and courageously, like a queen. She's very tenacious and strong-willed. She can cope with whatever life throws at her and make the best of it. And in times of loss and grief, she is very supportive and helpful. She could represent a lonely person, but someone who's very mentally capable of overcoming obstacles. And then your future, if all is to remain as is, you got the Strength card reversed. This card is represented by Leo. Okay. This card is all about self-doubt, insecurity, weakness, low confidence, abuse of power, vulnerability, feeling inadequate. It's a card of low self-esteem. Forcefulness is coming up again with this card. Spirit already brought this up, forcefulness. inadequacy, insecurity, cowardice, sometimes even disgrace. You may be struggling to maintain your sense of self as you figure out what to do in a difficult and potentially harmful situation. Your inner instinctive nature is calling you to pay attention to your own needs instead of doing what others tell you to do. It may be a time of hardship, but you will eventually overcome the difficulties and come out on top. Others might think you're behaving foolishly and not following the standards set by society. But your basic instincts of survival say this is a time for you to express your individuality, okay? Beware of letting your animal passions and instincts control you. And also beware of repressing or denying them. Either extreme will cause problems, okay? The Strength card reverse talks about fear and weakness. Fear and weakness are barriers to success. But your inner strength will help you overcome difficult situations. You will succeed if you overcome fear of failure. And again, this Strength card could indicate someone who's not in control of their instincts and sexual desires. Take it how it resonates, okay? Just ignore the rest. And then your animal spirit card. So you got the frog energy at this time. Let's see what message. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, water sign. Always check your sun, moon, rising signs in case you have messages over there too, okay? To tie everything in. So frog energy is all about clearing, cleansing, and healing. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished. So it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card is reminding you that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. So it's time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. When you are in balance, your energy is clear and you have enthusiasm for life. But when you're out of balance, you become depleted, like you're running on empty. So whenever your energy is out of balance, Spirit is saying, Libra, put yourself in water. Drink water. Go in a lake, a river, an ocean. Go in the bath, shower. Water will help heal you, cleanse you, clear everything. Clear any blocked energy. Okay, so that is your reading. If this reading gave you any guidance or insight, if you could please like, share, subscribe, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Sending you a big hug. Take good care of yourself. Have a great August, and I will see you next time. Bye.